Texans, welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Throw on 3rd down. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football.
Why Tony?
First play, Stroud's going to pass. He throws a bullet deep to the right. His first throw is an interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players.
And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Oh, right.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he rocks the tackler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19.
To throw it on first down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses.
Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3, but that still leaves him with 2nd and 17. Throwing now from the gun. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First tone of the game for James Cook. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Hey, uno.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He puts some juice on it. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Uno more. Hey, south. Good.
Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Flush down now to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working inside the red zone. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Throwing on 3rd and long. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Stroud. Cook calls it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Stroud now on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Connects with Cook. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Nike Texas. Here we go. Hey.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds a man right side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a time with the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field. It starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Jaguars are going to take over after the interception. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. David Ojabo making that tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. He'll throw it. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They're going play action. Go left side, caught by Davis. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Jaguars working here. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
He's got time here. Now he's forced out. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
The kick by Shudak is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. On is Little for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Look the hot, look the hot. Why Tony? Come on.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Houston calls it second timeout.
All right.
First down, Stroud. Pass complete to Cook.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Jaguars football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. He's got Andrews. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. The Texans going with a dive set here. We've got 6 DBs for third down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Jaguar first down. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He'll throw it. Collins there to grab it. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A final throw before the break. He beams one deep right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. This is complete to Schultz. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. They've got first down from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The give inside to Stevenson. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Stroud off the play fake. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe, a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Stroud now on third. On the move, headed right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll run here on first down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
He'll wind up and heft it deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 19, 18. Warriors 17. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to number 84. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
Texans 20. Cam Little to kick off for the
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go.
Now run by Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, uno Mars. Hey.
On play action, here's Stroud. And they pick him off again. And he makes the Hef call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead.
Texans 20. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Wangu now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Oh, hey.
Getting right back to it after that interception. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. what a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space. Take that shot downfield.
From the 35 on second down. And they pick him off again. And the Jaguars take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today. Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. Back to the well again. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
It's a Jacksonville touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
52, Texans 20. Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Chooses to bring this one out. Good looking return here, and he's got room.
The Texans take
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Why Tony? Tony.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Cook calls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
All right. Uno more. Hey, south. Good.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Texans lower the deficit they face. It's a James Cook touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will trail by 25. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Handoff now from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Thankfully, only one quarter. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Looking for a throw here. Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, let's go. Tonight.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Connects with Cook. Rolling into enemy territory. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Pass complete to Cook. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
2J.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Into the hands of Schultz. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Buys time, rolling right. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Jaguars will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Jaguars getting closer to their 10th win of the season. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. Still going past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They go to a knee as we get inside our final minute of play here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And with this being their 5th